Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. This is United Daily Live. We are back yet again, as we always are, here at 10:30 p.m. UK time every single day, and of course live as well whenever there is any breaking news. And we've had a 48 hours of loads of Manchester United news circulating around one man in particular, Donny van de Beek, whose move to Manchester United is in total agreement. The medical is complete, his terms are agreed, and we now are just waiting official confirmation of that move from Manchester United and from Ajax. Donny van de Beek is going to be Manchester United's first signing of the summer, and the rumours have already started on who that next signing will be, with Manchester United believed to want a centre-half, a right winger, and potentially another striker, or a creative midfielder, or a left-back as well. We've been linked with a fourth signing, which, depending where you read, could be in a varying position. So the news has already begun. We thought Jadon Sancho was going to be Manchester United's first signing. It remains to be seen whether that one will be done or not, but there's more reports on that too. We have got loads to get through here today on AdamMcKola TV as we go through everything, as well as talk about some potential outs for Manchester United as well, in terms of Marcus Rojo, Chris Smalling and Phil Jones potentially paving way for that arrival of a centre-half at Manchester United. Now, Dayot Upamecano is someone that I've often said I want to see join Manchester United. If you watch the Football Manager series that we briefly did here on AdamMcKola TV, you would have seen that Dayot Upamecano was a player that I often went for because he was the man that I wanted in at centre-half. But earlier in this year, he signed a new deal at RB Leipzig, which extended his contract. His current contract, well, his contract before he extended it expired in 2021. He extended that deal by a few years. Now, he does have a release clause for next summer in 2021 for 42 million euros. Now, it's believed Manchester United want to make a move for him this summer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has identified him as that centre-half signing for this summer. So we'll go and check out those reports as well on Dayot Upamecano, as well as getting all the latest and the updates on Donny van de Beek as Manchester United's first signing. If you haven't seen it as well, when we're finished here, you can go and check out where Donny van de Beek will fit in for Manchester United in the latest video that we did today on AdamMcKola TV. So make sure you go in to check that out. Anyway, as always on the channel, we will start with on United Daily Live with an on this day, and today is the 31st of August. And on this day in 2004, Tuesday the 31st of August 2004, Wayne Rooney signed for Manchester United for a world record fee for a teenager, reportedly £25.6 million from hometown club Everton. £25.6 million for Wayne Rooney. At the time, obviously, it was a big fee for a teenager, but it proved to be an absolute bargain. He had been the Toffees' second youngest first team player, making his league debut against Tottenham Hotspur, aged 16 years and 10 months. He had also become England's youngest full international when debuting against Australia, aged 17 years and 111 days. Rooney then became the youngest starter for his country 49 days later against Turkey. His world expands to global proportions, with England Player of the Year awards in 2008 and 09, domestic PFA and Football Writers Footballer of the Year awards in 2010, proving just the tip of the iceberg. Wayne Rooney won the lot in a Manchester United shirt for the club as well. When you're looking at the Premier League titles, the FA Cup, the League Cups, Champions League, Europa League, World Club Cup, Community Shields, he won absolutely everything there was to win in a Manchester United shirt. An absolute legend of the game, a legend of Manchester United. United's greatest goal scorer with 253 goals, eclipsing Bobby Charlton's record, and also doing the same for his country as well, eclipsing Bobby Charlton's record and taking that at international level as well. An absolute legend, Wayne Rooney. Now he's still plying his trade at the moment at Derby County. Can he get them into the Premier League this season remains to be seen, but what a legend. Regardless of what happens now throughout to the end of his career, his legendary status is confirmed, and he's a Manchester United legend at that. Obviously, we're hoping another man whose deal has been confirmed today, all but confirmed, waiting for the club to announce it now, is Donny van de Beek. Now, we've seen Fabrizio Romano post on Instagram a little bit earlier today saying Van de Beek is a Red Devil. Donny van de Beek has completed his medicals as new Manchester United player. Paperwork's okay. also with Ajax for €40 million plus €5 million add-ons, contract until June 2025, to be signed shortly. Donny van der Beek to Manchester United is here we go and confirmed. That was from Fabrizio Romano, giving it the here we go in relation to Donny van der Beek and his move to Manchester United. Then we had further updates from Holland as well. Now let me just 1 second. Wait, so that's got a thingy. Anyway, I found the translation on United Report, but Mike Verwage from Telegraph in Holland has reported that Donny van der Beek will only take part in Holland training on Tuesday if everything is done and signed and done and dusted, and he provides a negative coronavirus test. So Holland have allowed him to obviously miss training with them while he gets this deal done. His medical took place today in Holland whilst he was with the international team. There was pictures of them training. Donny van der Beek wasn't part of that training. He was there doing his medical. We heard as well that he will earn €120,000 per week at Manchester United, not including bonuses in his contract, on a 5-year deal. And when you look at the kind of money we're paying Bruno Fernandes, when you look at the kind of money that we're paying Donny van der Beek, and the fees that we've paid for them as well, the wages that Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, even though they were big money deals, they wouldn't be breaking the bank. Manchester United's salary and our wage bill has definitely gone down. We've got rid of the likes of Lukaku, Alexis Sanchez, all these kind of guys, and we've brought in big players, big key squad players on decent wages and for decent transfer fees as well. You could probably say Harry Maguire was a little bit overpriced, Wan-Bissaka a little bit, but nevertheless, I think the business that we've been doing is relatively good. And when you look at some of the prices being asked for other players, 36 million for Donny van der Beek, 46 million for Bruno Fernandes plus a few bonuses. Like, they're absolute bargains Manchester United are getting, and they're not demanding the world in terms of transfer fees either. Yet they're coming in and they're improving what we have. It's shrewd business by Manchester United and shrewd business by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well, as he makes his squad his own with his what signing would this be? His 6th signing if you include Odion Ighalo. He's completed his MUFC medicals, says Fabrizio Romano. The paperwork with Ajax is done. 40 million plus €5 million in potential add-ons. That's a 36 million to 40 million pound deal, and he will sign until 2025. And if you put that together with the Dutch reports, earning around £108,000 per week before bonuses. Great deal for Manchester United. He'll be back in international duty once that deal is done. So you'd assume we could get confirmation from Manchester United at some point very soon. I just had a notification on my phone then, but it was Fabrizio Romano talking about a Leicester signing from Atalanta. Now I think that would be Leicester's first dip into the market as well. Wolves haven't really made any business as of yet, and Manchester United were the other club that hadn't made any business done yet. Obviously this one isn't confirmed, it isn't official from the club, but all reliable sources, everything points in the direction of Donny van der Beek being Manchester United's first signing of the summer. And as soon as that is confirmed and announced, we will be covering it here live on AdamMcKola TV, so make sure you keep it locked for that. My thumbnail's ready to go, my graphics are ready to go, we are ready to go in terms of the Donny van der Beek announcement. So as soon as that happens, let's hope it doesn't happen in the next 22 minutes as we're live here for this transfer news. Right, actually we probably could go live in the next 20 while we're live right now. Fabrizio Romano also reported that Donny van der Beek is buzzing to join Manchester United and has already spoken directly with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is believed to be key in this move happening and escalating so quickly. Paris Saint-Germain, Tottenham Hotspur were a number of clubs interested in Donny van der Beek, but United, Solskjaer, Matt Judge, they all worked quickly to make this deal happen and make this deal get over the line. Donny van der Beek, from Mohamed Bouhafsi as well, who's also very reliable, said goodbye to his Ajax teammates this afternoon ahead of his Manchester United transfer, as he's given time off from international duty while this deal gets sorted. So here's going to be our first signing, but who will be our next signing? There's a lot of reports that Manchester United are still prioritising that signing of Jadon Sancho, but we know how much Borussia Dortmund want. They want £108 million for him, and we know that one could drag on a little bit. So it looks like Manchester United could be turning their attentions elsewhere before they get that deal sorted for Jadon Sancho. The current reports on Jadon Sancho, just to update you guys, are that Manchester United are confident of getting a deal done for him. Jadon Sancho wants to move to Manchester United. It's just a matter of getting the financial side of it sorted with Borussia Dortmund. We heard from Fabrizio Romano that Jadon Sancho's wage terms and his contract had been agreed between him, his agent, and Manchester United, a 5-year deal worth 250 grand a week. And now we just had to get a fee agreed with Dortmund. We're still in that position as it stands, but we are moving and active in getting other deals done, which makes sense. If United can get Donny van de Beek confirmed this week, which looks like it's 99% going to happen now, that's going to get confirmed this week. We're then in the market for what? A right winger and a centre half. We know who that right winger is, so even if that's going to take another 2 weeks, why not in that time get the centre half sewn up? Now, there are reports that centre half could be Dayot Upamecano, and we will be looking at that shortly. But first, let's dive into some of the comments, see what you guys are saying on this Donny van de Beek stuff and on his medical and his terms being complete. There's over 1,000 of you guys watching at the moment. Make sure you're hitting that like button, commenting, sharing and subscribing. United are not being sold. For all you guys that are commenting about Manchester United being sold, it's absolute garbage. It was a spoof account online that made up these reports in relation to some Spanish guy buying Manchester United, and then the Sun have used that and put it in an article on their website. It's typical of the Sun, getting blagged by the internet. We've seen was it the Mirror get done by the fake account tweeting that Pogba and Bruno were injured during the season and running with that story. We've seen what these newspapers would do to get clicks. They'll run with fake stories. Do not believe anything. As much as we all want the Glazers out of the club, just don't rush to believe everything that you read. In terms of that, Manchester United aren't going to be selling the club. So the Glazers aren't going to be selling the club anytime soon. And I'm sure if that was going down, there'd be a lot more reporting it than just the Sun and some fake accounts online. So make sure you're being aware of where you're getting the news from and all that kind of stuff. Let's see what else is going on here. Ross says, I see Donny van de Beek as a player to come in for Pogba and Bruno if they get injured, or to play in a cam role if we play 4-2-3-1. He can play in the 6, he can play in the 8, he can play in the 10. Obviously, more often than not, he plays in the 8. He played in that season where Ajax got to the semi-finals of the Champions League in the 10 position. And then when De Jong and De Ligt left the club, he dropped a little bit deeper. This season he's played more in a central midfield position or occasionally in a deeper lying position. He's still been able to get goals and assists from there, but it shows you the versatility that he has. He can either play in a 4-2-3-1, a 4-3-3, a 4-4-2 diamond, and he can either play with Pogba and Bruno, or he can come in as an alternative to either one of those players if we need to rest one of them. So he gives us great options in the midfield area. Great options in the midfield area. Louis Garcia must be taking the piss. We've been doing this for a lot longer. I've been doing this for a lot longer. 8 years now. We are not the new anybody. If anything, they came in after us and copied our flow. Anyway, will Donny play the piano, says Akash? No, he will not. News on Dayot Upamecano, says Pinify. We will be talking about Dayot Upamecano shortly, so make sure you're keeping it locked on that one. Memphis as a replacement for Igalo, says Thish. Memphis isn't going to be coming back to Manchester United surely, unless it was an alternative for Jadon Sancho. Can't see it being a backup for Odion Igalo at all. Have you seen our third kit? Need to sack Asidas, says Daz. I have seen that third kit floating about. It's absolutely awful. Hopefully it's not the real kit that Manchester United will be wearing. We saw with the current home kit that there was a few floating about and some of them were hideous, and then it turned out that it was a little bit more toned down when Adidas eventually released it. So I imagine that could be the same with some of them shirts, but if that's the actual one, then oh my god, it's a horrible third kit, and I can't imagine many people will be buying that. Upamecano or Badiashile, says Kieran Rana. I know more about Dayot Upamecano than I do about Benoit Badiashile. I've always said Upamecano would be the one that I want at Manchester United, but Benoit Badiashile at around 20 million euros, 25 million euros will probably represent a decent deal for Manchester United. Someone young, upcoming, and he'd come in and provide cover at centre half. But it looks like if United are in for Upamecano, someone that could cost around, you know, £40 million, £45 million, potentially 50 million, then United are probably looking at someone to come in and almost be first choice straight away. Joseph Zam with the super chat says, if we sign Sancho and a decent left-sided centre half, we can challenge for the title. We won't win, but we'll be close. Welcome, Donny. What we would give to just challenge for the title would be great, wouldn't it? It's been a long time since we even did that. Well, we haven't challenged for the title since we won it in 2013, because even when we finished second in the Jose, we never really challenged for the league. I remember we lost against Manchester City in like September, October, and the league title was done from there. So yeah, that one, you know, was never really a title challenge in itself. Rio Ferdinand has tweeted saying, good evening, Donny van der Beek, and Edwin van der Sar replied to that with a sad face. So it looks like he's all but confirmed the move for Donny van der Beek to Manchester United as well. So there's a little bit of social media stuff to tie in all of the rumours we've been hearing on Donny van der Beek, and I'm sure that deal will probably be announced by Manchester United tomorrow. So what's going on with Dayot Upamecano in relation to these links to Manchester United? What is going on? Where are these coming from? Well, I initially saw them on ESPN today, but then the Telegraph jumped on it as well, and the Telegraph said Manchester United were considering a move for RB Leipzig's Dayot Upamecano, and also we saw from ESPN that they reported the same thing. Now, Solskjaer is targeting Dayot Upamecano after sealing a deal for Donny van der Beek. With United making slow progress for Jadon Sancho, Oli now wants to prioritise the signing of a top quality centre-back to play alongside Harry Maguire. Reports in Germany claim Dayot Upamecano has a €42 million release clause, which can be triggered at the end of the 2021 season, so next season. But Solskjaer wants to recruit this window. Sources say there is a belief that a deal can be struck with RB Leipzig this summer, and they say Manchester United may be prepared to wait until the deadline of October the 5th, which kind of goes against United trying to get a deal done before the Jadon Sancho one, unless they're aiming to get Jadon Sancho and Dayot Upamecano done on deadline day, which would be, you know, absolutely shredding the nerves of Manchester United fans. Now, Dayot Upamecano signed a new deal recently. That was kind of just to protect his resale value. RB Leipzig know they'll be selling the player. He had 1 year left on his current deal. They knew strengthening their hand, it would make sense to give him a longer term contract. Now, he potentially has that release clause from next summer of €42 million. But could United come up and say, well, actually, here's €45 million or here's €50 million, take it now, and you know, you get more than you would get next summer? United could potentially sway them with that kind of deal. The ESPN report on Dayot Upamecano also reported that Phil Jones, Chris Smalling and Marcus Rojo will all be sold this summer. Now that looks like it could be easy business for United to do. You know, Marcus Rojo's wanted where he currently is, and he doesn't want to come back to Manchester United. I think United will be grateful to get his wages off the wage bill. He's probably earning around the same amount that Donny van der Beek will be earning when he arrives at Man United. So we already know that that's a waste of money. United would probably be buzzing to get him off the wage bill. So we'll probably release him or let him go for a minimal fee to Argentina. What you're going to get for him? Probably 4 or 5 million if you're lucky for Marcus Rojo. Chris Smalling, on the other hand, you could potentially get around 20 million for him. So £25 million for those two players. And then Phil Jones, anywhere between 5 and 10 million pounds. Are you going to get a lot for Phil Jones? Again, he's going to be in the same boat as Marcus Rojo. He's going to be on a decent contract, 120, 150 grand a week. And United are going to want to get that off their wage bill more than they're probably going to want to push for a massive transfer fee for him. So United could let these guys go for minimal fees, bring in around 30 to 40 million pounds for them, and that would almost provide that transfer fee for someone like Dayot Upamecano. You've then got, you know, Eric Bailly, Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, Axel Tuanzebe, Dayot Upamecano as your centre half selection, with Ted Mengi coming through in the ranks as well. That's 6 centre-halves that you could potentially rely on and provide strength in depth as well. And I think that would be good enough for Manchester United. And I think it's business that could possibly be done. But I'm not getting excited by the reports. I think Dayot Upamecano would be the dream centre-half signing for me in terms of someone to bring in. If I was going to spend, 30 to 40, 50 million on a centre-half, I'd spend it on Dayot Upamecano because I think he's got a bright future ahead of him. You can bring him in, develop him, he'd improve the team now. And, he's not going to expect to start every single game either. So Victor Lindelof, you could still keep him happy. Bailly potentially as well. We're playing in the Champions League, Premier League. We've got loads of competitions to play for. We need that strength in depth. And he provides that. But he also protects the future as well. And I think the 42 million euros release clause next year, if you offer 50 million euros now, surely they take that. And he's worth every single penny of that. So I'd like to see us make this deal happen, but I'm not 100% sure it's going to happen. I'm not 100% sure it's going to happen at all. So let's wait and see. But I'm glad we'd rather target this guy than there was reports that we went in for Benoit Badiashile and had a £18 million bid knockback. If you remember Mohamed Bouhafsi's report on that from France. Now that could have been United testing the waters and then thought, actually, if they're going to want 30 million, because what were they saying? They want a Martial-like fee for Benoit Badiashile. United probably thought, if they want that, then we'll just go and spend that kind of money on Dayot Upamecano. So that's a possibility. Harry, I spoke about those reports earlier. They are fake, mate. So don't get duped by those fake reports. Thank you for your super chat, though. And thank you for getting involved. Again, Samuel Ingram, it's fake news that has been republished by The Sun. Stop reading shite. Please stop reading shite. I beg you. Ross Murphy is in the comments. Jarvis is in the comments. He says it's a no-go. We will never get him this window. If that release clause is true, though, 42 million euros for next season, then United could tempt them if they could get 10 million euros extra this summer. Why wouldn't they? Adams, are we getting a bit carried away expecting more signings like Sancho, Upamecano and more? No, I'm not expecting more than Sancho and a centre-half, so I don't think we are getting carried away. I'm not expecting us to sign Upamecano at all, although I am happy with the links to him. We have to wait and see how credible these links are, if anybody else reports them in the coming days. But it's good to see United finally making some moves. And when some people were commenting and panicking earlier on in the transfer window, like a couple of days ago, I was saying, whilst it's worrying and it's not great stuff, like there's still a lot of time to go and things can change quickly. I wasn't expecting United to sign 4, 5, 6 players this summer. I was expecting us to sign 2, hopefully 3, and that looks like we could still do that. And spending 36 million on Donny van der Beek, let's say we could bring all that money in by selling Rojo, Smalling and Jones. You've still got your 120 million budget there now, and anything else you get from sales. So we could still get the recruitment in that we need to do, and quality recruitment at that as well. And I've been really pleased with Ali's recruitment so far. When you look at Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire improved our defence. Bruno Fernandes clearly improved our team and took us on another level. We still need to step up again. Adion Igalo on loans, fine. Daniel James as a squad player was decent. We still need a lot more, but his signings so far, and if you add Donny van der Beek to that, have been very good, and they've all improved our squad, and we're getting value for money. So hopefully we can continue moving in that direction. Jadon Sancho is the one that we all want, but once we get Jadon Sancho, or if we get Jadon Sancho and we got Donny van der Beek, we know we still need another one, and who knows, could we get 2 more? The window is open till October the 5th. As long as we get Sancho, Donny van der Beek done by the time the league starts, I'd be happy with that. And then if you get a centre-half and anything else is a bonus after that, between the league starting for us on September the 19th and October the 5th when the transfer window closes. So let's wait and see what happens. But United's transfer window is obviously heating up, which is great for us because we got loads to talk about. And Dayot Upamecano is the latest name linked with the club. after Manchester United sealed Donny van de Beek's signing today. The medical is done. The terms are done on a 5-year deal worth £108,000 per week before bonuses, €120,000 per week. Donny van de Beek will be a Manchester United player. We're awaiting the announcement from the club, the official announcement, but it is done. Donny van de Beek is a Manchester United player. Fabrizio Romano reporting it, giving it the here we go, total agreement, and now we're just waiting that contract to be officially signed and Manchester United to unveil the player, but his medical is done. Marcus says, who would you sign as maybe a squad player to support the starting 11? So let's say we got Sancho, Donny van de Beek, and we got a centre half. And then let's say, Smalling, Rojo, Jones, Andreas Pereira's gone, and could you squeeze in some money for Jack Grealish? I want to get Jack Grealish at Man United. I still think we could get him, but never know. Stoic Savage is back in the house. Thank you for joining us. We've got close to 2,000 people watching. Thank you all for tuning in on AdamMcKola TV. This is United Daily Live. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you're clicking that subscribe button. Click join button if you can as well. We're live every single day at 10:30 PM UK time. And we're obviously live when there's breaking news on Manchester United as well, as we were yesterday in relation to Donny van de Beek. All that remains on Donny van de Beek is the announcement from Manchester United. He is a Manchester United player, with the medical being done, the terms being agreed. We're just waiting that official announcement now. Once we get that official announcement, he can rejoin up with the Holland side, so he won't be heading to Manchester United training straight away when the team does re-meet up for training, I think next week. So he'll be with the Holland side, but I think once those games are done, he'll be heading back to Manchester, or to Manchester for the first time, and meeting up with his teammates. But he's a player that's been kept fit. He's been training with Ajax, been part of their pre-season, and he's going to be with the Holland squad as well. So he'll be fit and ready to go in the first team. That is for sure. So yeah, Donny van de Beek, first deal done for Manchester United. When that's confirmed, we will go live, so make sure you join us then. Ryan says, how close to the goal of 200 members? Well, we're not going to make it. We'll be like 100 away again. But it's all good. Thank you to the 100 that are members. But if you can become a member, get clicking that join button. We got the members video going up tomorrow as well, so make sure you're joining us for that. But that has been United Daily Live for today, with all the news on Manchester United's signing of Donny van de Beek. As soon as that's official, we will go live, potentially chasing down Dayot Upamecano, but it's only ESPN that are reporting that at the moment, and the Telegraph actually, so you never know, there could be something in that. Rojo, Smalling and Jones are linked with moves away from Manchester United. They are not believed to be part of that Manchester United first team squad. United's priority is still Jadon Sancho, according to reports, and Donny van de Beek's deal with Manchester United is all but complete, pending the official confirmation. Medical done, terms done, 5-year deal worth €120,000, euros per week. That is done. So make sure you're keeping it locked. Like, comment, share, subscribe, join if you can as well. And for now, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.